So maybe say, Bima, if I may ask again, how, from the way you're saying, Coga is not a profitable organization, it's non-profit. So how do you manage it? For all these years it has come and you've been having programs, really good programs. So how do you manage it? How do you fund the program that you've been doing all this while?
Just to answer that, it's a non-profit. So basically, we heavily depend on the community.
Okay.
One thing is, as it started first, the community was trying to rely on corporate sponsors. It worked for a while, but a time came that we lost them. Because when you look up to these corporate sponsors, they're always looking to where it becomes what's in there for me. And you get to a point in time that if they're not getting any benefit from the community, their hands get tied up. So we have to strategize and find a better way for Coga to be ongoing. So literally we decided to see how best we can encourage our businesses in the community, where anytime that we have programs, we talk to them and they sponsor us through donations and sponsorship. And not just that, we also find other ways where in terms of, as you talked about the t-shirts, souvenirs, that we set it out there to see how best we can raise funds to support our cause. So there have been so many other ways where, and just as you even said, I know before you even began the program, there were so many other people that were mentioning their names. These people are very instrumental. They don't necessarily have any affiliation with Coga as they sponsor throughout the year, but anytime that Coga knock on their doors and we need help, they come out of their own way to support us.
Okay. So do you have any challenges? You've been the president and PRO. I know everybody has challenges.
I would say numerous, and I will let Mr. PRO add to the little that I'll say. In terms of the challenges, one main challenge that we are facing is that Coga is there for the community, but a lot of people still doesn't understand what Coga is. They feel like it's an abstract. But we have, anytime that we have the opportunity to explain it, to explain to them as to what Coga is, we try to let them know that they are Coga and we are Coga, because Coga is there to serve the community. That's the primary goal in any capacity that we can. And just as it is, there are a lot of people that run into problems that may need many hands to support them. There have been so many times, as Mr. Pierre said, people knock on Coga's door, they come from Ghana, they don't have papers. Some people get sick and they need hands, they need help. Some people, either their spouse or whoever in their family passes and they need the help of Coga. But we have said it in so many times that for Coga to come out and help you, you need to belong to an association. That's part of the core rules of Coga. Until you decide to be part of an association, then you can always seek the help of Coga. So if you are not, it makes it very hard for us to come out of our shelf. There are a lot of people, and we're still battling in that area, because we always go to these churches to let them know that Coga is not just for the associations, it's for the community. The churches are part of the community. But some people feel like they are part of the church and they don't want to be part of the community. But anytime they run into problem, these pastors call Coga. I'm just being honest. Like, hey, what can the community do to support us? Recently we had an issue like that. A lady's husband passes and they needed a bigger help because this person doesn't have what it takes. And they started knocking on the doors of Coga to see if we can do a GoFundMe. So time and again we've been having these problems, and all that we can do is to educate the community that please, yes. The last that I will add to it is we are still embarking on, it's a project that we want to embark on as to how we can help the community to have passports. There are a lot of people that will call you out of the blue. They say, oh, we live in a community. We want a passport. We want to renew it. We want to have a new passport. Then I'll ask them, do you belong in an association? No. Are you part of the bulletin? No. Do you want me to add you? No. Then how come that you want to benefit from the community? So I don't understand some people, but these are the challenges that we are facing. And just to add a few to that, the person that we are working with in conjunction with us, with the
passport?
No, with the embassy, to embark on this project, we'll be having a Zoom meeting to answer the questions of those that want to see how the procedure will go. and that will be September 24th. If you are not part of the bulletin, how are you going to receive this Zoom to be part of it? But they seem not to get all this information. So all we can do is to keep educating them. Hopefully one day they will get it. Mr. Boy, can you add a bit to that in terms of challenges?
Yeah, so Mr. President has actually mentioned a lot when it comes to the challenges that we face. Don't want to talk so much about that because much has been said about that. So the encouragement here is to encourage everyone in the community to belong to an association. It makes it easier, and financials has always been a challenge. As you stated earlier, Coga is a non-profit organization, and what that means is we cannot do anything to generate profit. You know, whatever we do, it has to be going back to help the community. And so when we organize events, every event has a cost to it, and getting the funding, the money to do all these events are always very challenging. And so we rely on the member associations. Every event that we have, the individual associations within the community, we have to go to them to seek for financial support. We go to individuals within the community, and I must say there are some individuals who have been very instrumental in helping Coga. We encourage people to do same. Again, all these monies doesn't go to any individual's pocket. It goes right back to help the community. I mean, you'll be amazed at the amount or the extent of help that Coga extends to some families or individuals who have challenges, be it financial, medical, immigration issues, that we have to go to their aid. You know, we cannot publicly, you know, reveal this information, disclose all this information, but Coga is always presented with all these challenges, and we have to figure out a way, as long as the person is of Ghanaian descent, we have to figure out a way to help at all costs. And so that's why we are encouraging everyone to be part of this. If you are listening to this and you are not on the Coga bulletin, thanks to WhatsApp, we share information with the community through WhatsApp. All you need to do is get us your number. We'll add you to the list, so you can be part of what is, you can be privy to what is going on with in the community.
Okay, good. Yeah, you being the PRO, I know you publish most of the things. Now social media has come to stay and it's part of it. Do you have any, tell us some of your social media handling, if anybody will know that, oh, this from Coga, so the authentic website for Coga or YouTube or anything. What are some of the things that you have?
Yeah, so I mentioned the bulletin on WhatsApp. So all we need is a phone number and a name, and you'll be added to it. That way you can receive the community bulletins, funeral announcements, activities that is going on within the community, announcements that need to, businesses are also communicating through the same channel. We have a YouTube channel as well under the same name, Coga, Council of Ghanaian Associations YouTube channel. We are on Facebook as well under the same name, Council of DFW. Yes, Coga DFW. Yeah, the DFW is very important because there are other Cogas within other states as well. So the DFW will definitely link you to this one here.
Yes, and just to add a few to what Mr. Piero said, our website is still under construction, so we do have it, but it hasn't been to where we expect it to be, and we're still working on it. Soon to be adding Instagram page to it as well, so we are working on it. But I want to take this opportunity to thank our partners. There are some people in the community that have always support Coga's programs. When we run into problems and we need money to fund all activities, when we knock on their doors, these people are always there. Some are doctors, some are individuals, businesses. You know, if I may have to mention names, I may probably gonna mistakenly leave some people's name in there and run myself into trouble. But I can't thank them enough for the heart that they have for the community. Even this Ghanafest that we're about to have, there are a lot of them that we have not even reached out to them yet, but they themselves called us and said, hey, you guys haven't called us this time, what's going on? Said, we were gonna call you, but thank you for contacting Coga. So it's a challenge that I'm giving to those that have not yet helped Coga in any way, who also find a way to benefit from all that Coga does in the community, that you can also take advantage this time and help Coga. Coga, you know, when it comes to donations and sponsorship, any amount that you give to us, as they always say in one of the Ghanaian dialects, kitwe bienswa. I wish I can see that in other dialects as well. Yes, but whatever that you bring, the little that you bring can still go a long way to sustain and help Coga. So please, 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 if you live in the community and you've never supported Coga in any way, or you used to and you stopped, we are pleading with you. Coga needs your help. Thank you.
What's some of the activity yearly basis, like from January to December? I know Coga have activities that they do. Mention a few for us to know. Then we end the Coga topic. Then let's go to the upcoming Ghanafest.
So there are 4 major annual activities that we have every year. First is the Ghana's independence, which happens in March of every year. As I stated earlier, even if we don't have a major dinner, dance or anything, we make sure we bring the community together to celebrate in terms of park activities, soccer games with other African communities, and other activities that bring the community together as one family. Next will be the graduation ceremonies, which started when we got hit with COVID. Then President Juan Buama felt the need to celebrate the kids who were graduating that year, 2020, when we realized all activities were halted because of COVID. They couldn't go to their graduation ceremonies and all that. And so she felt the need or the importance to still acknowledge the achievement of these kids. And so we crafted something unique, which is we Coga members went to the individual graduates' homes to give them presents, to acknowledge them, and to let them know how proud we are of their achievements. And so that has come to stay. So every year between June, July, when there is a lot of graduation, we bring all the graduates together, celebrate them, give them awards when gifts as well, to make them see how proud the whole community is of them. And then next in line is the Ghanafest. Ghanafest is also an idea that was crafted by Rex of blessed memory. He was one of the Coga presidents and who initiated that idea of Ghanafest, and it was taking the structure of Panafest, copying what Panafest stood for back then. The whole idea behind it is celebrating our culture, educating the community in which we live about the traditions, the cultures, the sumptuous and delicious food that Ghana has to offer, and also to
promote business.
Promote the businesses, because we bring all vendors together and all that. And this year is not an exception. This year's it's already slated. What is unique about this year, it's going to be a 2-day event. We'll go into the details, but that is also coming up on October 7th and 8th. And then last but not the least, at the end of every year, we all Ghanaians, we acknowledge the importance of God in our lives. So we always come together every year to do what we call the Carols Night, which we pick one of the Ghanaian churches. We bring the community together. We go, the idea is to thank God for bringing us that far in the year and show our appreciation for the lives that we live here and all that. And so those are the major activities, but along the line something will come up and Coga will attend to it. Sometimes the community might not be even aware of it, but there are so many things that come along the way that we participate or play a role. And even if it's not spearheaded by Coga and it's one of the member associations doing anything major, we encourage the community or encourage other member associations to be behind them and then make it happen. So.
Good. Thank you so much, Mr. PRO, for your information on how Coga has been and how everything is going. Now let's talk to what's going to happen this year, the Ghanafest. I know there's a major event. It's open. It happens just one day, but I know this year it happened 2 days, not 1, 2 days. What's up with it? What's going on? I know some artists are seeing some flyers in the air. So now, since we got you here,
yes, just as you mentioned, it's very unique, and Coga has always, I would say, not okay. Let me say Coga, because when I say Coga, it's the community. The community has always been craving to get an artist to come and support us when we have Ghanafest.
Okay.
But we always struggle because of the budget.
Okay.
And this time, all the association members being part of Coga decided that, hey, we can't always push it far and always assume it and make it a mirage. So we all decided to take a bold step this year to have it in 2 days, just to make sure that we can focus on the artist and enjoy ourselves, and the next day come to the park and also celebrate the identity as he talked about. But in the course of doing that, that also comes back to our budget, which this year the budget has ballooned. It's very big.
Okay.
We can't let this happen or get this project going on until the community support us. And how do they support us? In being part of it, because we are doing it for the community.
Yeah.
So if you look up here, I know a lot of people have already seen this flyer,
okay,
which we have 3 great artists, Famia, Akwabwa, and Akusia, our local musician or artist
who lives here
in Dallas, and they're all coming to perform and cheer us up. And we know how music does to our soul. So we want each and everyone to be part of this. Just as it stays here, I know some of you have already seen some of this information on our platform.
So which date is this one?
This is going to be on the 7th of October, Friday night.
Okay.
It starts from 9 and it ends at till you drop. I don't want to even say. We are good enough to have our PRO's place being JK event, where he said that exactly, he said till you drop.
Okay.
So meaning till you drop, that doesn't mean that you are coming to sleep over there, because there's no mattress. Yes, and this is gonna happen at JK event. The address is 701 East Pioneer Parkway, Arlington, and most of you already know this location. But we want you to come in your numbers. You can see on the flyer that we have VIP tickets, which is $150. Being a VIP, you have the opportunity to sit close to the artist. You have a place to sit. You have a table to put your food and drink on to enjoy yourself, like finger foods, if I may be specific. But being a VIP, you have a ticket where you can have 2 free drinks of your choice. 2 tickets for whatever meat of your choice that they're gonna present out there. So you are very special.
Very special.
And you'll be treated likewise. So So the VIP is 150. For one person, I have to be specific on that.
Okay.
And as we mentioned, regardless of how much you pay, we're not even looking at the amount. It's about your support and love for the community. And the regular ticket is $50. And they are also coming in their numbers to come and support. But you may ask, where do we get these tickets?
Correct.
So venue, I mean the place that to get it.
Yeah.
You can get it from Asafo Market.
Okay.
You can also call the numbers up here, being 972-977-9476. You can also call Eric Donfe 214-994-8846. He can also be of help. And you can also call the Zelle contact number, which is 469-740-0483. So those that want to do electronic purchase, from Monday, Tuesday going, you can go on Eventbrite and buy your ticket. The most important thing is we're not going to sell tickets at the gate, right?
No.
So if you want to be part of it, this is the best time to get your ticket, because if you come to the gate, you might not get a ticket to buy. We don't want to surprise you. So if you really want to come enjoy yourself, please call these numbers and you can get electronic ticket as well. Mr. Piero, you have something to add on to it?
Oh, obviously, yeah. So, yeah. So, Ghanafest keeps getting better and bigger, and this year is a clear example. The previous ones have always been go to the park, have fun, go home, but this time around it's two events, and the president has already elaborated on this, and the tickets, if you belong to any of the member associations, you can get it through your association representatives as well. So there is no way you cannot find a ticket if you need it, and it's very important that we emphasize the fact that all the tickets are going to be pre-sale. There's no going to be any tickets at the gate. Buy the ticket before you get there. Okay. So day 2, that's the Friday night, October 7th. Day 2, it's one of my favorite Ghanafest activities. This is where you see the typical Ghanaian culture on display. You have the traditional clothes, you have our traditional food, we have vendors, we have Ghanaian businesses. If you want a Ghanaian shirt made for you on the grounds, it's gonna happen. So we have vendors who will be there to make all this happen.
And that's Saturday.
That is the Saturday, October 8th.
Starting at 12 noon.
No, that is going to be at the Bob Eden Park in Euless. The address, different from where we had. The address is right here, 901 East Mid-Cities Boulevard in Euless. And so all the various member associations on Coga will be represented. If you want to join any of the associations that day, they will have a table. You can just walk straight to them and say, here I come, register me, and they will do that instantly for you. And there'll be games for the kids. It's gonna be a family picnic, so we don't leave the kids out. There will be games for the kids to play, activities for the everyone. It's not limited at all. You won't be found wanting. Be it fun, there will be live DJ playing music, and not forgetting the fact that all these associations who will be represented will also have a role to play. Now, the final thing that we don't want to leave out is there's going to be a raffle draw on that day. It's 10 tickets. Basically, you are buying a return ticket to any African country of your choice for only $10.